Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you doing today? So, I don't think I've done a reading for you before, so I'd like to explain real quick kind of how it works. I see, hear, feel, see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades, and try to describe the picture the best I can. They never waste a message with whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and they'll go, oh, I know what he's talking about. And this is not exact science. Sometimes you're going to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He won't give me all the details. Details are none of my business. But he should give me just enough so you understand what he's referring to. He's singing two songs at the same time. He says life is not perfect, and I thought he was going to go on with a song from that, and then he's singing life is a highway, na na na, all night long. What is that song? Is that Sawyer Brown? Oh, no. Who is that? Hang on. Okay, he's singing life is a highway by Rascal Flatts. Doesn't matter if he didn't like country music or anything. It's just that they refer to songs that I'll pick up and I'll understand and I'll know how to find them. So go Google that, YouTube it, read the words, whatever you want to do. And there's a message in there for you from him. he's he's laughing. He says, you worry too much. You worry about me too much. And you still worry about me. And he says, and it didn't do you any good. The worrying didn't change anything, and it won't change anything now. It didn't do any good. So calm down, sis. Calm down and know that nobody goes to hell and nobody gets tortured when they leave, no matter what they've done or how they left. Oh, he's going to make me cry. Everybody's loved unconditionally, no matter what their sins are, no matter what bad things they've done, no matter how black their heart is, how evil they are. I like when they talk slow for me so I can pick up all the words. Nobody gets punished. Nobody goes to hell. Everybody is loved equally, gloriously, righteously, thoroughly. And we are filled with unconditional love. So what they taught me is when we leave, it doesn't matter how we leave or who the hell we are. When we get up there, I call it peeling us like an onion. It's all goofy. Where they peel all that heavy stuff from Earth, all our heavy negative energies that we build up and hang on to. And even if we think we let it go, we don't let it go. And we've got all of this heavy stuff built up. And when we get up there, they peel it off of us until our soul is light and bright. The top target is unconditional love. The top target is for your soul to feel light and bright and full of love. And to feel the love, it's supposed to be the target here. But we just can't seem to get it. So the more we get here before we go, the less we have to be cleansed. And I don't know if we go to a higher spot. I don't know exactly how that part works. So I better shut up. Shut up, Rhonda, while you can. So even though he felt heavy, he's light and bright now, and he's nothing but unconditional love. He says there is no pain. See, there's no negative thoughts, there's no pain, because we leave this physical body behind. It's still our same soul, our same spirit, but we leave our physical body here, and that's the part that hurts. He's shown himself dancing and skipping around, kind of like a kid almost. I got grandma and I have auntie. Grandma and auntie. Try and get him to tell me which ones are shown to me, because I just vaguely see them, because it's not their time to step forward and talk, so they're kind of dim in the background. So we just have to take his word for it. I feel like the grandma was an elderly lady when she passed. Who might call an elderly? And auntie, he's not saying. Auntie with an A. So I don't know if her name started with an A, or he's talking about the A that starts the word auntie. A-U-N-T-I-E. Yeah, he's singing another song about you were a friend of mine. Jose Cuervo, you were a friend of mine. Only he's saying auntie, you were a friend of mine, but he's singing it to the Jose Cuervo song. Hang on, he likes music. I love music. A lot of them talk to me through music. So it could be that he disliked this song, or it could be that this auntie liked tequila, or liked to party, or just like to have a little drink once in a while. So I think that he's trying to, instead of going through the description and all that, he's just giving me a hint. Hopefully enough that you know what he's referring to. He says, kind of a big party up here. You can't believe all the people I ran into that I know. And I'm trying to do it like he's doing it. He said, it's kind of amazing. And great to see all of them again. So he must have lost a few friends along the way, and I feel like maybe they were school friends, like maybe somebody he knew in his childhood or went to school with, that over the years have left and gone up there, that he's run into. He says something like, he says, you're walking along, go, hi bro, hi bro, hi bro. And an old girlfriend that still kind of held a piece of his heart from way back, like maybe clear back in school. I don't know how old you guys are, but like maybe way back in school. Had long, either kind of a dark blonde or light brown hair. I'm not seeing her face, just that much. Long, straight. Anyway, I don't know if that's important. He says, I'm just giving you update on my life. Things are going great. I didn't get in trouble and go the other way, and he starts laughing hysterically. He said, because there is no way but the right way. And that's with love. And that's where we go. And he gets down on both knees and he kind of goes like this. And he looks up, not up, but kind of up a little bit. See if he shows me why. He says, always give thanks for what you have. Always, he's like clenching his hands, like he wants you to be grateful for what you have. Be grateful. Always be grateful. Be grateful. Not for the he says, not for the want, where you want, I want this and I want that. I'm doing that right now. I want a new truck. Well, I just manifested a new truck. It's coming. But we all do it. But he's just gripping his hands. Be grateful. And don't forget to give thanks for the blessings and the people that you have while you're here. You know he sees me and hears me. He's talking about your son. You know he sees me and hears me. And I was waiting for him to say some more. I get a feeling that your son may not acknowledge it or might think somebody would think he was crazy, or when they're, I'm assuming your son's not real young. I'm just assuming that. I don't have a clue. I don't look on people's Facebook pages because it messes up my head. My head's already messed up. And usually when they get to be about 9 or 10, all little kids see him, see spirit. I just saw a picture of a guy's dog, and he lost his other dog the night before, and they went for a walk the next day with the dog that he still has, and it put its head straight up in the air. And he said it sat there like that for 5 minutes out in the woods, just sat there like that because the dog saw his buddy that had died the night before, because they could see them. Anyway, so when they get over 9 or 10, you kind of start realizing, I can't talk about seeing dead people. I can't talk about my imaginary friend because people will say I'm crazy. So I think that's where your son's at right now. I'm sure he's over that age, but he's at that, he thinks he sees him out of the corner of his eye or something like that. And he goes, yeah, no, that's my imagination. No, it's not. He says it scares him. He thinks he might get haunted. You're not being haunted, you're just being looked after. And he's perfectly safe to be around your son. He's been cleansed. He's good. His energy's clean. He's bright. He's light. He's happy. And it's a very good thing if he's around your son, because he might be able to foresee things that turn sour in his life and help your son not do that. I went to a girl's house one time to cleanse it, and she had all kinds of stuff. I said, well, you got 4 grandparents. Were any of them assholes? And she said, no. I said, okay, if they stay here, because it's better to leave them because they're protectors. So it's better to leave Allan there because he'll be a protector. You can always ask him to leave. That's your free will choice. But he's not there because it's a bad thing. He says, you're a wonderful mother. And I couldn't be more proud of you. and you couldn't have saved me, and you tried to save me before in a different way, and it wasn't going to work because it was my free will choice. My demon, not yours. My path, not yours. And I hope that you can accept. I like it when they talk slow. I hope that you can accept the things that I did, even though they weren't right, and not judge me harshly, because I love you. It was just my demons. And they won, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. So please don't think you did something wrong by not saving me, because you can't save me from my own choices. It wasn't your choices that did it, it was my choices. And his voice is coming through very clear. Hang on, I'm asking him something. You've heard his voice. You've heard him say your name. You haven't, you're going to, but he's acting like you've already heard your name. You know what? One of those things, you think you hear your name, you turn around, you go, there's nobody there. That must be my imagination. Again, it's not your imagination. I'm not sure what he's doing. Something over by the couch. I don't know what you look like. This is kind of weird. Over by the couch, and I'm assuming it's your house. Did you crash? Did you faint? Did you pass out? Did you trip and fall in between the couch and a coffee table or next to the couch or something? But when you went down, it wasn't as hard as you should have gone down. It was a lot softer because he's shown himself catching you. And I'm assuming it's you, so that you go down easy. I'm asking him to show me again. So no, if and it doesn't 100% have to be like next to your couch. It could be it happened somewhere else, but this is where he's showing it. Sometimes they show exact, sometimes they don't. So if you've had a trip, a fall, a pass out, or drank too much tequila, and you fell, and it should have really hurt you in some way, but it didn't, that's because he caught you. I've had this happen. Where I literally slowly went to the ground and I could just feel like somebody's holding me. Somebody's keeping me from getting hurt. I've had it happen more than once. Then there was the one time they didn't catch me and I got hurt. So I didn't know if he would show up or not. Hang on, I'm watching him. So Steve is standing way in the background behind the grandma and the auntie. He's got his red and black checkered shirt on because he knows I'll recognize him that way. And Alan turns around and looks at him. What the hell? He said he's going to go have a talk with him. I don't. He's almost acting like he hadn't run into him yet, like they hadn't seen each other. Don't you do it? Okay, I'm watching them shake hands because I felt like Steve wanted to turn around and leave. Shook hands, they hugged. I'm going to leave them there. Because Alan says he has some things to discuss with Steve. And I have not seen Steve for a while. Everything's gotten so quiet. I just comment, nobody else is doing anything. What do you expect me to do? You know, not making excuses at all. Tried to stir it up a few times, but nobody seems to want to participate. Can't do it by myself. So we'll see what Alan gets done. Maybe he's what we've been waiting for. I can only hope. I can only hope because it's hard for me to not get this finished. It's very hard on me. In the very beginning, Steve said, something has to happen first before I can be found. So far, we evidently haven't found that something that's supposed to happen. I can only hope this is it. But I'm not going to put any hope in anybody else's head, so I don't need to be spreading that all around. I have no clue. I can just hope because they're walking off together. They're holding hands. So that's a good place to end this. Like I said, I haven't seen Steve for a while. So I don't know what the deal is, whether it's because the energy just died down or what. But this reading's not about him. Usually when he pops in my house uninvited, it's when I'm laying in the bathtub and I look up and there he is. I go, really, dude? Really? Now? He's about the only one that ever does that. He thinks it's funny. I don't care. I'm not worried. Okay. Yeah, they're walking off together. He's done. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. I was going to say something, but I don't know what. It's hell to get old. Much love to you. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. He says, don't forget to be polite. I don't know, have you been rude to somebody lately? Because as they're walking away, he turns around, points at you, and says, don't forget to be polite. Have you been snippy or rude or something? Or maybe snapping on the boy or something? I don't know what which person he's I don't know. They come in here and rip on me all the time. Clean your desk up, Rhonda. Stop doing that, Rhonda. Okay, much love to you. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Peace.